kind of like a tavern room, because in the late 18th century, this building became a tavern. It was known as the Half Moon Tavern, and I have the original inn sign that says P-E-D Inn. You'll see the moon on it. Why it's half moon, I don't know. Maybe it was shadowed, but it was known commonly as the Half Moon Tavern. So, like I said, the family kind of had to learn who I was, and they left me in care of their 3 Dutch Bibles. Wow. This is Ostrander-Elmendorf's 1710 Dutch Bible, and it's also inscribed with his son Petrus, who ran the tavern here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That they would do that for you.
Yeah.
You know?
And I need to have this Bible conserved. It needs to go to East Coast Document Center and get conserved.
What did they use?
Dutch. It's in Dutch. The binding needs to be dealt with, and some of the pages need to be infilled to attach them to the binding. Let's see what else I can tell you. The gun over the fireplace is Lucas Elmendorf Jr.'s. It's a 1804 musket by a Moore out of New York City. It's a militia musket. He gives it to his son, John L. Elmendorf, and it's both inscribed on 2 sections of the gun with both of their initials. And I purchased it back from one of the family members who ended up with it. So there's a few things I'm after that the family had that I'm trying to get back for the house. This is what's known as a jamless fireplace. You all know of the Dumond House in Old Tappan, the Washington's Tavern, another Washington's headquarters. That building has very similar jambs added to a jamless fireplace. This is in its true form. The one at the Dumond House is encased in another fire breast. This is restored. When I first bought the place, the brick, there was a brick infill in this space, a later firebox, and it was falling forward on the wall into this room. So I chose to remove it. It had to come down anyway, and then I found these brick piers, basically, with inside the space. And these jam boards I restored. I found wooden blocks with inside the masonry, so instead of tile, it had wood. So it's kind of in its true form for the change made to a jamless fireplace. And what it's doing is helping this smoky fireplace draw. Now, a jamless fireplace had fire on the hearth 24/7. They had to keep the flue hot. This is a big flue. And when you all walk to the next room, take a peek up, I appreciate you looking up and see the vast space to try to get the smoke to draw up out of this room. The trammel hooks are original to the house, and I put them on what's known as a lug pole. A lug pole is put up in a jamless fireplace for these purposes, for pots and hanging meat or whatever on over the cooking hearth. They usually burned out, and you know that they were on a lug pole by you'll see big heavy hooks on these. They made 2 different styles of these hanging implements. In the house next door, there's a lore about a witch. There's spikes in the chimney to keep the witch from coming down the chimney. Well, that's not the case. There was basically pintles for a door placed in the back wall of the fire, and a piece of iron, like a strap iron, and these trammels ended up hooking on them right against the back wall, because that's where the heat is. The heat is mostly against that wall. Does anybody know what this is? Of course, it's got some cobwebs, and I excuse me for all the cobwebs because they grow overnight here.
Clay pipes.
This is a clay pipe dryer. In a tavern, The patron before you used the pipe that you're gonna end up using, and how they sanitize them is they placed it in front of, I'm sorry, in front of the fire and dried the pipe to remove the spit from the previous user of the pipe, and that's how they did it. And when pipes did get full of tar, that's when they started to break off the pipes. So you'll see in the next room, I have all the pipes that were exhumed here on site from this tavern space.
Uh-huh. So those are just replicas,
These are replicas to show you what
they look like.
I mean, I have some original ones, but they're short in the 19th century. So, but that,
Can you still buy those from somebody?
Well, I bought every one that Iris had next door.
Oh, is that right?
She had a bunch next door, so I was
You
like,
could buy until he got to them.
yeah, right. You could buy. I think she got them. Colonial Williamsburg has them. I think.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. Most clay pipes were originally they were made of Virginia clay, the very white porous clay. What else can I tell you? This is what's known as a Dutch pot bunk, pottenbunk, as they say. It's Hudson Valley form. It has had restoration. It always had an opening for a wash tub, or a milk tub, or wash water. And it shouldn't be overly decorated like this. It should be a little bit less.
Yeah.
What's it called?
A pot bunk.
Okay, is that
Pot bank.
similar to the step back cabinet?
Well, sort of.
Okay.
Step back cabinets tend to be 19th century.
Okay, okay,
Or
but it has
late
the
18th
wider.
century, or late 18th century.
Okay.
So, yes. The candlelight is Hurley Patentee Manor. So if you're looking for lighting in an old house, that's where you can get some Hurley Patentee lighting. He is not presently open, but I think by catalog you can still order it.
When I was here on Stonehouse Day, William McMillan,
Billy McMillan, yeah.
the tinsmith,
Yes.
he's widely known up in these parts, I understand, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought something from him.
Yeah. Billy is a dear friend of mine.
Huh. He seemed like a nice guy, and he shared a lot of information with me.
Yeah.